romanticizing your life.
26 years old millionaire living in New York.
Better.
And I'm not gonna define success as likes or views. I will define success as just whether I learned something. I made this for me, not for the algorithm. Doesn't matter if it flops, I'm proud of my flops.
Slept up through the night, I like to let the thoughts drive in my head. And there's nothing but green lights ahead. Things are looking up.
All you need to do is get loose. All you need to do is get loose. All you need to do is get loose. Ain't gotta worry about a care. Ain't gotta worry about a care. Me and my crew will just got it.
That took a surprisingly long amount of time to set up. It looks like easy breezy, but now it is. You guys, I came prepared. I have a hat, which I definitely needed setting up, but I wanted to look cuter. It's surprisingly kind of packed. Oh my god, I just see a huge crowd over there. And then I have my sunnies. I have my sunscreen, which you already saw that slow montage. It's not that kind of video. Most importantly, food. You know what? I brought so many things today, but the one thing I did not bring that I definitely need is an umbrella, so I have to like angle myself in the shade over here. That took that long to set up that half of my battery is gone already. I lied. Most importantly, water. I think you can survive in a stranded island for longer without food than you can with water, so hydrate. You know, I just realized this is my first time coming to the beach alone. Solo mission with you guys. There's been a lot of things that I've been realizing lately, starting with realizing that I need to do more for myself. Like today. When's the last time that you went to the beach alone? Or like went on a solo date alone? There's a bug! Ah, get away! Not where my food is. So bloody hot still. Taking... Can you not? I realize I have not been doing enough for myself and just trying to like better myself recently. Okay, so let me backtrack here. Thank you for gathering here today. The reason why we are here is because we, probably you, needed a break from everything. And you know like how when everything is so chaotic in your head or in your life, everything is just so stressful and overwhelming, you feel the need to like pack up a suitcase and just escape, book a ticket and book it, you know, just fly away. Well, I can't do that, so we're here on the beach, we have isolated ourselves, and we have food and water, and that's all we need for today. And a few other things too, but you know, that comes later. I really hope a bird doesn't attack me. There are so many, there's one right there. People have been feeding the pigeons, and now I'm terrified. Do you think they can sense fear? I don't get it, why do people think they're cute? Ugh. Ooh, it's got the lighting going on. Anyways, come chill, let's chat. I've just been really overwhelmed by all the noise around me and like internally as well. And I think I've internalized a lot of opinions and voices and what I should do and shouldn't do with my career growth, with my life. Also comparing, I think that's like a very natural response, especially for like a 20-something-year-old, how different your lives are right now, especially your peers, because like you all grow up together and then all of a sudden it's like everyone is in a completely different stage in life. Like some people are excelling so much in their career. Some of my friends are like getting engaged, married, having babies, and I'm here eating a sandwich on the beach. And I think that's okay. And then I'm awful. Oh, thanks. It's a leaf. And then I just get really caught up in all of that I kind of like forget my own path and my own resolve in what I'm doing. Trying to constantly reassure yourself that where you're headed in life is okay and that it's gonna work out and that you're doing the best that you can is a really difficult thing. You have to be your own cheerleader first. And I always say, if you don't believe in yourself, how can you expect anyone else to? But that being said, it is so much easier said than done. So like I'm in one of those pits. So much of social media is like highlight reel, this is my best life, this is how you get up at 5 a.m., this is how you do this. I think I can get really easily sucked into it. I don't think there's anything innately wrong with that kind of like lifestyle or those videos, because that's like people sharing their best moments of their life. That's people sharing what they enjoy. That's their craft, that's their art. And I feel like because of that, life can feel colorless at times and can feel lifeless just because your life doesn't look a certain way yet. And there's this like impatience that starts to like boil in you, you know, where you just like want to go, go, go. And then like my body's like not moving. It's kind of like when you try to run in dreams and like it doesn't happen. And you're like, why? I need my body to move. So then there comes a point where you just need to listen to your body. Why don't I want to move? Why aren't I moving forward? And where am I right now? And how can I find a place of acceptance with that in order to move forward? In this time, it's just felt so noisy that I just need to cut everything out and just refresh from a place where I feel like I could just hear my own voice, and that's it. Journaling has been such a safe haven for me, and recently I was listening to this video. They were talking about something called like the feelings wheel. It helps you manage your emotions by labeling them, because when you're super overwhelmed with like, oh, a dog, and you have like so much stimulus going on and then it just gets like really crowded in your head, it can often feel really difficult to just break things down and even just pinpoint the root of why you're feeling the way you're feeling, and not just in a vague way of like, oh, I'm feeling like happy today, oh, I'm feeling sad today. There is a guy who's just like wandering, and he's like been going in circles around me. I don't like that. I'm feeling angry. And then specifically, I'm feeling, let me look up the feelings wheel here. It's violated one of them because, see, when you try to do your own thing and keep the peace, other people will disrupt it, okay? You can't see him in frame because I've been trying to create this aesthetic piece so far, and like, I'm not about to ruin it with this whole buzzkill, okay? Oh, violated is one of them. It's under bitter. Is this bitterness? See, like that's what it does. It just makes you question, is that really how I'm feeling? You kind of come to this revelation, like, am I bitter about this? Do you know what? Like, it, I'm not. He'll do him, I'll do me. Something I love about coming to the beach is that everyone's kind of like in their own little world. Everyone's trying to enjoy a beach day, a sunny day. The thing is, especially here, it's always really crowded, but yet somehow like everyone finds their little nook, their little corner on this whole strip of beach, and something about that is quite endearing. You guys, another guy just came up to me, and because we had like a one-sentence conversation earlier where, because like birds were arguing, I don't know, he just came up to me, he was like, what's going on? And I was like, I don't know, the birds are fighting. And then I didn't see him again. And then he just came back. At the very end of all of this, it was like probably like a few hours already, to be honest. He was like leaving and crossed paths again, and he was like, are you a photographer? And I'm like, oh yeah, I am. And I was like, oh god, is he gonna bother me? But no, he didn't. And he was just like, oh nice, you've been busy all day. And I was like, yeah, I really have, because you don't see all this, but I've just been like running around my tripod and my cameras and fixing everything. And then he was just like, nice, I hope you got good pictures. And I was like, thank you, that's really nice. And I felt really relieved, and I was like, wow, that was a really wholesome interaction. And that totally countered that other weird guy who was like circling around. So I feel feelings wheel, happy dash peaceful dash thankful. It balanced out. And supposedly if you can label your feelings, you can just start to dissect it and then really get down to it, and then eventually, I guess, dissolve it. I don't know, I didn't really look that deep into it. I was just like, oh, feelings wheel, perfect. That seems like something I need. And the other thing, how you should distance yourself from the way that you're feeling, kind of like putting an arm's length by using certain phrases of words instead of being like, I'm this right now, I'm depressed, I'm sad, everything's just very timely right now. Don't know if you can hear like the kid crying in front of me. LOL. You start off with the phrase, the narrative that I'm telling myself right now, or the narrative in my head right now, and by using those exact words, you can eventually zoom out and help yourself understand what is factual versus this thing that's being built up in your head. Oftentimes that's a bit difficult for me to segregate, so using that kind of language really helps. There's so many people. When you use certain phrases that are negative and you speak negatively about yourself, I really do feel like that impacts you. When I am in my super critical mind, it kind of snowballs. It gets really, really difficult to like hit the brakes on that. And so these techniques over here is super helpful for that. I was in the middle of journaling and listening to just like some like soothing, soft jazz kind of music. It was like one of those like lo-fi where they have like random quotes from random people, like random excerpts. And it said, if you let people's perception of you dictate your behavior, you will never grow as a person. And I just thought that was super on point and super coincidental and just fitting for today's theme of like, do you, help you, be yourself, enjoy your own life at your own pace. That's kind of the vibe of today. I don't know, hopefully this video can help you like recalibrate a little bit, and maybe you'll have your own beach day or do your own reset palette cleanse day as well. And because I've been feeling really stuck in my work and in my art and in my creativity, this book is the perfect one to read. The only person you're ever competing against is yourself. The rest is out of your control. And I think at the end of the day, that's what creating is all about. Not really competing against anyone or anything, but rather how do you create something that is valuable to yourself? It's about listening to yourself and listening to your desires. What are your desires? There's so many floating thingies. And I once heard that gut feeling is supposed to kind of give you spark and confirmation and almost relief or peace. And anxiety will always come from a place of fear, so I've kind of just been keeping that in mind to continue the pursuit. Hopefully you guys were able to find a quiet moment here as well. Go have a reset day for yourself, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!